Hello, sir. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Awesome. Awesome. Brett Caldwell here. I am here with Kia Najatian. Did I say that right?
You did.
All right. He is the expert on Keller Concierge. And without wasting any time, Kia, let's dive into this. So, Keller Concierge, a product of Keller Offers, has kind of gone through some evolutions over the years. What I might have heard it was at one point may not be exactly what it is today. So maybe just kind of tell us about the evolution and who are you today?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. So Revive was born out of the kind of the necessity of um, having you know providing a service to homeowners. Essentially, the biggest pain point for homeowners and even agents is finding that contractor that they trust and that they can lean on and that can provide consistent and quality work. And so today we have two products. The first product is it's an end-to-end product where we provide the guidance as much or as little as the real estate agent or the client needs. So behind me, we have a team of property advisors. Their job is to sit down with you and discuss what is the as-is value of the home, what work needs to be done, how much that's going to cost, and what is the after renovated value. These are conversations that your general contractor doesn't have with you, but we want to because our job is to help your clients maximize the ROI. The second kind of way that we kind of help clients, your clients, is that we front the money for renovations, and so regardless of how much that is, it's free of cost. We simply front the money when the home sells. We take out our escrow. And lastly, and perhaps most uniquely, is that we're not a general contractor. We have a supported network of contractors. So what does that mean? You can imagine when you call up your contractor and say, "Hey, I got a listing. Can you come check it out?" Think about all the things that that contractor has to do, which does not equate to actually swinging hammers. That person has to get up, come to the site, meet with you for 40 minutes, go back home, place a bid. They may or may not win that bid because your client wants multiple bids, right? That takes away from what contractors are good at doing and what they want to be doing, which is swinging hammers. And so that's what Revive does. Revive is the back office of contractors. We are the ones that meet with you, put together the scope of work, the budget. We do the design, the material procurement, everything. And so
Yeah,
when we go to our local contractors, all they're thinking about is swinging hammers.
got it. So Kia, let me cut you off for a minute. So what I'm hearing you say is a lot of great stuff, but I want to try to pull some nuggets out of this. So you used the word revive, and I used the word Keller Concierge. What's the relationship with
Sure.
revive and Keller Concierge?
Sure. That's a fantastic question. And I use Revive because we have two different products for different markets. And so yeah, we serve Keller agents, KW agents nationwide, and we have been. And so we've been partners of Keller Offers. And when you go through that certification for that program, you get access to Revive. Now it's important to note, you know, we do have two different programs depending on the markets that you're in, and I would love to kind of dive into that as well whenever you think it's appropriate.
Yeah, of course. So if I go to kelleroffers.com and on that website, there are a couple different offers. Obviously, the cash offer program, and there's a ready to sell program button. And when I click that ready to sell program button, it shows the map of all the markets that you guys will help people in. All the markets that I am involved in are certainly serviced by you guys, which is why we're doing this video. And obviously, that's how somebody engages you as well. They put their address in, it goes into the process. Do you see the agents putting the address in, or do you see the homeowner putting the address in?
Fantastic. That's a great question. We are a realtor-centric company. And so the workflow is very simple. You have a listing or you're trying to win a listing, regardless. You can come to us, you type in the address, either through that website, the Keller Offers website or our website, doesn't matter. You'll be presented with a calendar, select a time, that's convenient for you to hop on a call with one of our property advisors. Their job is to sit down with you and come up with a game plan that's rooted in ROI. And we discussed some things that I mentioned earlier, which is what is the asset value, what work needs to be done, how much that's going to cost, and what is the after renovated value. And the
Yeah.
reason why we meet with the agent first is we want to make sure we're aligned so that when you go to your clients, you're putting your best foot forward.
Absolutely. And I think this product today is going to be so much more relevant than maybe over the last 2 years. Because, man, if I'm being honest, the ugly houses we're selling the last 2 years, and good positioned, well staged, well conditioned houses are going to be properly marketed in the future, and this is a big part of that. And the necessity of what the product was built around was the need to do maintenance or improvements on properties in order to sell them, and the homeowner being deficient on the cash to do that. And that's really where this conversation starts, is in the middle of that conversation, right?
Yeah, 100%. And our focus is first and foremost maximizing the ROI for the client, but also time to market, making sure we do work that adds value but can be done in a timely manner as well. Um, and you can use Revive for value preservation work as well. So what I mean by that is things that need to be done just to sell the house, forget adding value. I'm talking about a leaky roof. I'm talking about a foundation repair, things that you just need to do to make sure you can even sell the house. So both work, value add and value preservation work is things that we can take care of.
Awesome. All right. So give me some logistics here. So I'm an agent. I go on a listing presentation. I immediately notice the house needs some TLC, as we call it in our industry. And my homeowner's starting to push back. And that's where I bring this value to the table. And I say, hey, we have some options if you're interested, because I do believe it'll put more money in your pocket throughout the process. So then they go to the website, right? And they engage with you on the website, and that's how the process starts. So I understand there's a couple different products, but I want to start with Revive Lite. So this is the product you offer in Atlanta, Georgia, correct? And you offer Revive Lite in a lot of cities, right? So kind of give me the gist of Revive Lite.
Yeah, so Revive Lite is a program that's available nationwide, and it's designed so that realtors don't have to come out of pocket. Because oftentimes realtors as the trusted advisors, they tell their clients that, hey, yeah, we need to do this listing preparation work. Client says, hey, I don't have the money, and the realtor comes out of pocket. That should not happen. Y- Realtors are a trusted advisor in a transaction and not lenders. And so what we've designed this program to do is essentially front up to $25,000 so clients can get the necessary work done to the home before they take it to market. B, it's not a creditworthiness program. So it's not dependent on the creditworthiness of the client because it is not a loan. So it doesn't harm their credit, doesn't harm their chances of getting the next mortgage. It is simply money that we're fronting. And what we're taking into consideration is the equity that exists in the home. And so the program
But
is
you're
designed.
putting a lien on the property, more or less, for that value to front them the money, more or less, right?
Exactly. So we're not a general contractor, so it's not a mechanics lien. It's a deed of trust or UCC1 filing, and that's relatively easy to do. And so, clients get to hire and manage their own trades, and it can be up to 3 trades. And so, if you walk into a property that needs some decluttering, some staging, and maybe paint, this is a perfect program for that purpose, right? You already know someone that you've been working with for a decade. You're going to call that guy up. Your client doesn't come out of pocket. You don't come out of pocket. We pay the invoices. And when the home sells, however much money Revive has fronted, we simply take that money out of escrow plus a one-time consultation fee of 15%. So,
Got it.
so if we're paying $10,000 worth of invoices, once the home sells, we take $10,000 out plus 1,500, and that's all the client sees deducted from escrow.
Absolutely. I heard you say staging. Is that included in this?
Yeah, it is. So under this program, you get to hire up to 3 trades, and a stager can, in fact, be part of that.
Awesome. Interesting. I've not heard that before. So, I got to ask about the contingencies and all this. So let's say I have a listing, we engage in you, $20,000 gets fronted and requested, and we go down that process to get the house ready. What happens if the house doesn't sell, or like how do you guys get your money back?
That's a great question. So the money is due under 4 situations. First and foremost, when the home sells, money is taken out of escrow. Second is if the client cancels the listing agreement with you, the money becomes due. If
Ooh,
the client, for whatever reason, says, hey, take the property off of MLS and the property is no longer being actively marketed on MLS, the money becomes due. And under this program, Revive Lite, if the home doesn't sell in 6 months, the money becomes due.
okay.
So those are the 4 situations where the money becomes due.
So one, obviously, if it sells, they got to pay up. But two, if they cancel their relationship with me as the real estate professional that brought you to them, or brought them to you, that actually causes them. So it's a retention thing in there for me as a real estate professional. And then, of course, if they stop marketing it, or it just flat doesn't sell, I get
Ex
that. All right.
exactly. And the thinking behind that, by the way, is we want to be working with serious sellers. And so if for whatever reason the seller canceled the listing agreement or wants to take the property off of market, those are not the folks that we want to be kind of targeting. That's why the money becomes due under those situations.
Yeah. So in this Revive Lite, I heard you say 25 grand, right?
Mhm.
Is there a scenario where if I need 40 grand, this program's only going to fund me 25,000 in that scenario? Is that how that goes down?
Right.
Perfect. All right. So then what did I not know, or what did I not ask you about Revive Lite that you think most agents want to know? Or is there any other detail that's really relevant?
Yeah, I'll tell you kind of about the process. It's very, very simple. We always want to be speaking to the realtor first. So when you go on our website, revive.realestate, you click on Get Started, you type in the address and select a time. Now, the Revive Life process is very simple. You will quickly have a conversation with one of our property advisors. You'll kind of say, hey, I have this listing. My client needs X amount of money to do this listing preparation work or light renovations done. And so our property advisors will have that conversation with you, and then we'll collect some qualification documents from, excuse me, the client.
Yeah.
And then we pay the trades directly. So it's pretty straightforward.
Perfect. So that's not a digital background. That's like the real property advisors back there
Yeah,
behind
this exactly.
you.
The team is in a meeting right now, but yeah, this is our office. So
Awesome.
yeah,
So you said revive.real estate, kelleroffers.com, ready to sell. Both locations get you to the same place, right? Perfect. Man, I really appreciate you giving me the information around Revive Lite, Kia. That's
of
been
course.
great.
Of course, yeah, happy to.